So hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video. Today, I'm doing a collaboration with Gaming with FOOFIE,
Hi.
who is another tapped out YouTuber on, of course, YouTube. Today, we're going to be looking at your town designs. Of course, if you saw in both my Discord and the other tapped out Discord, both me and FOOFIE asked for some town designs from you guys, and you guys sent some of your Treehouse of Horror, your spooky kind of designs, and today we're going to have a look at them. Part 1 is going to be my channel, this video right here, and after you've watched part 1, make sure to head over to part 2, which will be on Gaming with FOOFIE's channel. It will be in the description, and make sure to subscribe as well when you're there. So anyway, let's jump into it, shall we?
All right, let's get going.
So we're going to look at the designs from my server first. We're going to just kind of look at them, discuss them, and then maybe we'll give them a spooky rating at the end. How spooky they look. So this first one, as you can see here, is from Bleeding Gums Murphy. So here we can see we've got this kind of dirt road around the campfire. You got the little grave there. You got the little cabins and it looks quite good. I like the contrast between the dirt and the fire. Obviously, the dirt was kind of a Western thing, like the Wild West update, right? But kind of used it. It works quite well with the contrast of the kind of the colours anyway of the other buildings and decorations.
I think that the really scary part are the toilets outside. Yeah. And if you notice, there are skeletons next to the toilets. So that's just a whole other level of scary for me.
Someone died.
And wait, yeah, it looks like more than one. And I'm pretty sure that one of those toilets has a skeleton almost underneath it. So that's not only scary but disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing, why are there more than one wood chippers?
Yeah, this is true. Something evil going on.
Absolutely, yeah.
You've got the mushrooms coming out of the ground as well. I've really just noticed that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of detail.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the scariest thing of all is the thread shed because, in Tapped Out, it doesn't earn any money.
No.
What could be scarier than that?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty spooky. If I was here, I would probably be a little bit afraid. I think I'd probably have to hide in one of those cabins for sure. The tent doesn't look very, very appealing. I don't know. The thread shed, I guess, could be a nice little contrast, but
At least there's clothes in there. Yeah. I don't think I'd go in the cabin. I don't think it looks like there's a place to plug my hair dryer in. I don't
Probably
think
so.
Not. No.
Okay.
But overall, yeah. What scary meter? Where do you put this?
I think I'd say it's a solid 7. Pretty spooky. Those trees have eyes as well, which that's pretty spooky. The cabins the cabins don't even look very appealing, really. So
No, they don't. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm gonna go 7.5, really, just because of the extra wood chipper. That makes me very uncomfortable. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So this next one we have here is from Jerry, aka Lyle Lanley Monorail. So here you can see the haunted house from Krustyland. You got the blinky monster swamp thing there on the left. You got the Dr. Lenny's lab with the kind of mist on it, and then you got one of those forts from, I think, the Bart Royale event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, if you look at the slag hold, there's actually like a skull in there with hot molten whatever coming out of the mouth. Yeah, next to Dr. Lenny's, castle. Apparently, everyone has a castle, but yeah.
All apart from obviously those 3 that are together, the haunted house, the big fort, and Dr. Lenny's castle lab thing. They're all not actually Treehouse of Horror buildings, but they do have a kind of spooky atmosphere to them. So I think it's quite clever that it's kind of put that together with some Halloween stuff. Obviously, got the
Oh yeah.
gingerbread house and the pumpkin there as well. Pumpkin house.
No, this is definitely, yeah. This is a nice mix and
Yeah.
very very creative of Lyle. Yep.
So I don't know, spooky thing. That fort looks pretty damn spooky. You got obviously the lava and stuff coming down. I don't really want to be hit with the lava. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna give this a 7. I think that lava is probably the scariest part, but the swamp as well. There's nowhere to run. It's just. Well, I guess you could probably go to the tavern on the screen, as you can see there. But I mean, you might get hit by Itchy's big cleaver.
Yeah, or I'm not sure where, that tank out there looks like it could point directly at you.
Yeah.
No. Um, I'm gonna go with a 6.5, just because I do feel like I could run into the gingerbread house and be safe. Yeah,
Maybe. But that witch is
yeah.
lurking about, so.
Well, but I don't see her there, so maybe she's out for a bit. Maybe she went shopping.
She's at the. Can you not see her there? She's near the haunted house.
Oh, she is.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's patrolling.
All right. Well, good for you, Lyle. You just bumped it up to a 7. Nice.
All right.
She is there. Okay.
So this next one here we have from Leopold. Now Leopold sent 2 designs, which was against my rules, but they were 2 very good designs. So I decided to let Leopold off the hook and show you both of them. So this one here, as you can see, the first one, we've got this pit to hell. So they've kind of positioned the walls in a particular way to give this illusion that the ground's going deeper and deeper and deeper. We can see the bottom pits of hell, and you've got the castle there, and the big pumpkin patch, and the weird trees around it. Very cool design. Very kind of cool little optical illusion there.
I think it's fantastic, and there are woods around it, so you're out for a hike, and then boom, you're dead and falling into a fiery pit of hell where you roast forever. I mean, one minute your biggest worry is a blister on your toe from hiking, and the next minute you're in the blistering heat of eternal damnation. So I think that this whole thing, not only the design, but the spookiest part about it is that you could be well on your way to having a pleasant day, and then it gets very unpleasant. This for me is a big 10.
Yeah, I think this is a 10 too, because I really love it when people do these optical illusion things. I just can't do them myself unless I copy someone, but when people do them, they are so damn good. This one in particular is really good. I really like what they've done. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna be right there with you, with a 10. But Leopold has another design, and I think this one may even beat his previous one, as you can see here. So we've got this big kind of monument here. Use the kind of optical illusion thing again. You got the Cthulhu statue there. It's kind of surrounded, this little island surrounded by water. You've got the Tower of Babel, the Burns' coffin, the organ, and this kind of, it looks really cool. Loads of trees around the kind of, I guess, out of the island, the other part, the mainland, if you will. Trees around, kind of, it looks really good.
And then the little stairs up. To me, this reminds me of, those Aztec pyramids where they would sacrifice people at the top, and it does look like there's a little platform up there, and, what's in that cauldron? Because it doesn't look clear.
Human parts, maybe.
I'm thinking yes. Yeah. Leftovers.
Yeah, you got the little tower there as well, the magic tower.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of contrasts very nicely with the vines, and I don't know what it is, like the vines on the walls, at least, of the the structure of the pyramid sort of thing. Yeah.
I think that this 10 is just a continuation of his first design.
Yeah, maybe I'll go so far to say it breaks the scale. It's an 11.
Oh,
very spooky. I don't know. I mean, I could be sacrificed. I mean, Cthulhu could be summoned. The trees have faces on them. That that sawmill place doesn't look very safe. I mean, there's just
No.
multiple ways that could be taken.
Yeah, I'm okay. Sure.
Yeah, it's breaking the
Yeah.
scale. Look, there's a little
It.
hangman there on the right, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Just, a little extra added spookiness as if, it's human sacrifice at the top of some kind of, structure isn't scary enough. Yeah, just to remind you that there's death here. Okay, 10.5. You got me. I'm going over the top.
Breaking the scale.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this next one wasn't actually submitted to the channel that I requested it be done to. This was actually entered in a competition that was happening on my server for a Kwik Mart design, and this is from Spring King, aka Number One, and yeah, he's done a Kwik Mart design here for his Kwik Mart entry, as I said, and yeah, look, it's very spooky, so I thought it deserved to be added. So obviously you got the Kwik Mart there, which is a skin for the Kwik Mart, and then behind that you have the official Halloween headquarters with a bunch of pumpkin related things, and then on the left there you can see there's the campfire, I think that is, and then you have the shed and the little tent there. It looks very spooky, but it's contrasted very weirdly with this ice cream truck outside, and I don't know. Do you trust that ice cream truck?
I don't. I never trust ice cream trucks anyway.
Oh,
But uh, who's driving that? I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Where's the bathroom? I don't think so. Um, and not to mention the fact that he put all of this across the street from the police station.
True, yeah.
So, it does look like they're trying to lure you in. It looks like, oh, it's the Halloween headquarters and the balloons, and isn't this fun? But you know what? No, it's all fun and games till somebody gets arrested. I'm thinking that this might be way more sinister than we're thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I I think he did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So on the
I don't
spooky scale, what would you give it?
I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5 maybe, just because there's a coffin out in front of the store.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
someone's
doesn't look right. Mm-mm.
maybe it's a selling point. It is a store.
Death?
It is.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I
I
think
don't
I'll go
know.
with a 7. As I'm gonna go with a 7. Maybe not 7.5, but a 7. That seems fair.
Okay.
Don't want to shop in either locations, either establishments really. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not shopping there. Nope.
So this next one
Alright.
we have, as you can see here, comes from Samantha Stanky. So they've actually utilised the new Ned Flanders personal hell decoration that we got in the brand new Treehouse of Horror update, and they've kind of made this Ned Flanders personal hell. So you can see there's a bunch of lard, donut, what do you call them? Donuts decorating it,
Yeah.
and then you can see that there's a little burial site there, and you got Frank Grimes' grave, and I think that one of those I think that's the grave that Gravedigger Billy comes with. And then on the left you got the organ, you got the devil donuts as well, and on the right you got like a little ruin there as well with the Freakmobile outside, and of course it's all overlooked by the big, huge Satan's anvil. So yeah, this looks like a hell for Flanders for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. And who really doesn't want to eat donuts while listening to sounds of impending doom on
Exactly.
on a lovely organ? I mean, that's just all I can think is, oh, I'm eating all this sugar and fat, and you automatically know that your arteries are going to explode, but to have to listen to the organ music while you're doing it. And then, of course, the reminder of where you're going to end up right there
Yeah.
in the middle. I think
True.
it's terrifying,
Yeah.
really.
It's yeah, I like it. Trying to make using the actual gates to try and make an actual hell for Flanders is quite a cool idea actually. It's given me some
Oh, yeah.
ideas. True. So what on the spooky scale? What would you give it?
Only because eating donuts next to organ music is my personal nightmare. I'm going to go with an 8.
Hey, oh, okay. Well,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
I kind of see this as Flanders' personal hell. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with a 7, just because it's not my personal hell. I don't think the graveyards would mind me too much. It's more the organ is the scariest thing in there for me.
Mm. All right.
Anyway, moving on. We have
Yes.
this one here, this design here from Sergeant Lou, of course, from my server. You can see there. So we've got this nice little, again using the dirt from the Wild West update, but using the dirt, and it's kind of made this huge kind of larger design. It appears that this is just a portion of a larger design, but we've got the castle up there on the left, the big tower. You've got Burns' mausoleum and a few graves. On the right there, you got the the little burial site. You got the haunted house on the hill, and then on the left you got that kind of spooky looking house. And yeah, very very good, like a kind of woodlands area, but very spooky.
There are a few too many coffins for my liking.
Yeah.
What are they all doing there? I'm uncomfortable. Also, in general, I think it's very nice that it is in a more natural setting,
Yeah.
but I think that just adds to the horror because you are looking at this beautiful scenery and every time you turn around there's a coffin. Yeah, I don't like it. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to go there. Yep. And there's a bear cave.
Yeah. It's
I
very
don't like
spooky.
bears.
What about the wolf? There's a wolf there as well.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. So there's a huge mix of nature or
Yeah.
what's natural with supernatural. I think this is very clever. It's a good design. Again, this is no place I'd want to be. I
That
don't
is
know. I
fair.
don't know. What's your rating on this?
My rating, I don't know. I'm gonna go with a solid 8. I like the natural environment, and if I was here, there'd be nowhere to run. There's that spooky house, the castle, the tower. Just none of it looks safe. So yeah, I'd be well and truly freaked out. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not happy about all those coffins. Everywhere you would run, you go this way, there are coffins in the road near the undertaker, coffins on the other side, basically a bear cave to the other side, and the only place that you could go would be past a very scary looking wolf. There is nowhere to run. I'm not happy. I'm going with a hard 8.5 here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next one. This is from Uta. So just a little backstory behind this design. Uta actually all of his Treehouse of Horror stuff was bundled up in one corner. So he made this in a fairly quick time. I think he made this in a day or 2 days. So this is a, I don't know. Yeah, it's very good. You got this kind of woodlands area. You got the water there going through with the wolf in the middle, and then you have this really weird but freaky kind of sinister contrast with the Susanna the Witch's house and the Three Bears house there as well. So they're kind of luring you into this, maybe giving you a false sense of security in this creepy forest, just to kind of lure you in. I don't know.
I don't like it at all. I mean, look at the campfire. There are children there.
Yeah.
I don't see any adult supervision. I'm not happy with this. They could go anywhere. They're just, they they could go wandering into the spooky woods, and then little do you know, there's the gingerbread house and the very witchy lady lying in wait, ready to lure the kids in with
Yeah.
poison. And then while they're incapacitated, she dismembers their tiny bodies and disposes of them in the fire right next to them. I, I, is that just me, or
I don't know.
maybe I
I'm
watched a lot.
Yeah, there's like that
I
Free Bears house as well for like Goldilocks and the Free Bears. So if you're a little kid, you're not got much hope. I mean, you're either gonna get eaten by a bear or you're gonna be thrown in
or
the
the
oven.
witch.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is yes, this is a children's nightmare.
it
I'm
is.
not. Yeah, I'm I'm not feeling it, dude. I watched a lot of scary movies as a child, obviously, but I think I followed it to its natural conclusion. These children are gonna die. This is a 9 for me.
Yeah, I
This is
think
scary.
I'm up there with you. A 9, I think, is fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least there is a road to escape to, and that's lost you a point, Uta. But
Yeah, yeah.
anyway,
It's,
this last one is actually from a user who deleted it, but I managed to save it. So I completely forgot which user it was. But as you can see here, they got the Shining House there with the maze in the background. Got the Re-Education Centre there, the elementary school, the campfire there. Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's got my favorite castle, you
Oh
know?
yeah.
It's got Dracula's castle, which is, of course, there's an endless sea of castles, and I don't think castles should be like a participation trophy in a little kid's soccer league. Not everyone gets to have a castle, but in Tapped Out, everyone gets a castle. I do like the hotel, with that maze. That's actually pretty scary. Um, it just makes me think of the movie, which you know well, that scared the crap out of everyone. I don't think you can look at a big building like that and not think of two freaky dead girls in a hallway. But and anyone who hasn't seen The Shining, go see it. This is the perfect time to do that. But I think that this is very nice. This is a good design, and I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this is actually my design. I lied.
Can I change my rating?
Oh, that's mean.
No, I was
Right.
gonna bump it up a little.
Bump it up. Oh yeah. You can change it then. You can change it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good 8.5.
I think this is a 14. Breaks the scales.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, it's just stupendous.
Yeah.
It is unequaled in its scariness.
Yeah. Anyway.
Very good.
Anyway, that concludes part 1 of the looking at your guys' Treehouse of Horror ideas. I don't know what we're going to title it. You'll see the title. But, of course, make sure to head over to part 2 now. We'll be looking at more over on Game with FOOFIE's channel. So make sure to go over there. Make sure to watch the video. Give it a like. And also go subscribe to Game with FOOFIE. Thank you for joining me, Game with FOOFIE. It's been real fun to do this. I can't wait to do part 2 for your channel.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. So thanks for watching as always. I'll see you next video. Goodbye.